In this video we start to think about actually setting up our exam and getting started. So the very first thing we want to do is just check we haven't been asked to save the exam in any other format. So remember, some exams have asked you to change the evaluation to your own name. This one doesn't, so I'm just going to go on to the assets and just open the form. So when the form opens, just move that over. When the form opens, at the moment I need to enable editing, so I have to click on there and then I should be able to start typing nicely. The first thing that I need to think about in my exam is I've been asked to create a colour scheme that reflects the woodland setting of the leisure park. Remember, I said you needed to pick those 2 to 3 colours, so I should be talking about these because that's an important design decision. So I click in here and I just talk about the colours I've chosen and the reasons why. So I might think about, I have chosen a colour scheme of brown and green because I think this reflects grass and trees, or I might even say and bark from trees. Therefore, I believe this is an appropriate colour scheme as it matches the theme of woodlands. And that's all you really need to do for that little bit, so you enter down ready for your next paragraph. I then start to look at my other requirements, and the first thing I'm going to need is a banner that has suitable text and the logo in. So I need to use fireworks to create my banner. So I load up fireworks. Might just take a moment to load. And here it is. And then I create new, and I need to think about my size. Remember, in here the content must be visible without scrolling at a resolution of 1024 by 768, and the banner needs to be the full width of the page. So the width needs to be 1024. You've only got 768 pixels in height, so you don't want it to be too high or it's going to take up a lot of the page. I'm going to make mine 150. There's the start of my banner. Now, if you remember in the evaluation, I said I was going to choose browns and greens, so I'm going to change my canvas colour to a brown. I'm then going to import my logo. So to get to my logo, I need to go into the exemplar folder, the assets and images. If you click on here, you should see a preview come up here, but it's quite clearly labelled logo, so I'm able to drag it in and draw it in, and you can see because I'm drawing it in, it's keeping any proportions of the logo. So as long as I don't edit those are fine. I can remove the background if it's going to look okay. If it looks a little bit rubbish, you might choose not to remove the background. Just zoom in there and take out these white bits. So you may decide that it doesn't look that great with the background removed. Remember, you don't want to spend too long on the logo because you've only got 2.5 hours in the exam. It then says some suitable text, so I'm just going to put a text box in here. And I'm going to have some suitable text of something like, come for the adventure. And I'm going to change that text colour to green to match my colour scheme. So in fact we'll make it this colour green. I'm going to make it quite a bit bigger. Centre it, so I'm thinking about how it actually looks. There we go, that should be big enough. And then I'm just going to centre it a little bit more in there. And I might just add one simple effect of a little bit of a drop shadow just to make it look a little bit more attractive. And there is my logo done, my banner done, sorry. So I save as. Now this time I haven't created a My Assets folder yet, so I'm just going to create myself a new folder and call it My Assets. And then in there I'm going to call this Banner. I have a quick check to make sure that my banner isn't actually over 350 kilobits. It isn't, so that's fine. You may then choose to create some buttons, or you might choose to just do text. It depends on what the exam's asking you. This one's just asking for a navigation bar, so we could just do this as text. So I'm happy to close that down now. Just quickly update my evaluation. So I have chosen to create a banner the size of 1024 by 150 using fireworks. I have set this size because it means it will be the full width of the page to match the requirements. And by making the height 150, won't use too much space, meaning the user may have to scroll down, which wouldn't fit the requirements of the brief. I have made my background brown to fit in with my colour scheme, and the logo text is green. Therefore I have also made my suitable text green as well, using the colour picker to use the exact same green from the logo. And then remember to keep saving your evaluation regularly. You would hate to get to 2 hours into the exam and suddenly this closes down and you've lost it all. If you finish doing your banner, then we're ready to move on to the next video.